Hello, hello guys. Hello to the three of you who are there. How are you? Y'all walk with me and talk with me. You can walk with me, or you can talk with me, or you can do both. You can walk with me, you can talk with me, either or you can do both. How are you guys today? There's a little cactus. There's that cactus. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to those of you who are enjoying tacos today. Maybe you go out to a nice restaurant, Mexican, maybe not Mexican. Either way, enjoy you some tacos, maybe a margarita today, some tacos, a taco salad, a taco burger, or just traditional tacos. Out with family and or friends and have a nice time. Uh, All of that. Either or all of it. If you guys decide to drop into the chat, I would appreciate it. If not, that's fine. Just walk with me. I'm encouraging you to get up and move if you haven't moved today for at least 30 minutes. I'll say bare minimum 15. Bare minimum 15. Everything encourages us to move 30 minutes. And of course, you know, as we do, we're busy. So we make excuses. Some people call them reasons to not do 30 minutes, but that's okay. Do 20 minutes. Do 20. I don't encourage you to do 15 because at whatever point you start, you'll tend to start making up reasons or excuses not to stick there and to cut it a little bit short. I actually hear people saying, well, at least 10 minutes a day, you know, and I'm like, come on, 10 minutes? No less than 15, preferably 30, 20 to 30. You want to move, you may not need to lose weight. You just want to move to help contribute to good health, to help contribute to good mental health, joint health, physical health overall. You know, walking, running, jogging, biking, all of those things won't solve all of your problems, but hopefully it'll put you into a position as to if you start to ever have problems, you can bounce back sooner. You can bounce back quicker. Okay? Okay? So just walk with me, talk with me, listen to me, but most of all, be encouraged to move. Be encouraged to move, and I hope I'm motivating you to get up and move. Dance. Dance around, skip around, hop around. Whatever you need to do, you can do those things. Meditate before you go to bed. Before you do any of those physical activities, you also want to, you want to warm up. You want to stretch. You want to stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Warm up and stretch. And prepare your muscles and your joints for a workout. That's what you do when you warm up. You're preparing your body to work out. So just do that. I just got done. I'm out here doing a cool down. And I appreciate each and every one of you who are stopping by, whether you say something or not. Thank you. I appreciate you. And again, thank you, YouTube, for trying to help us get out to more people. Trying to help us get out to more people. With this vertical long stream. This vertical long stream. Y'all, the days are getting longer. Not so much that the days are getting longer, it's remaining daylight longer. But that's the easy way to say it. That days are getting longer. Still 24 hours in a day. I wish there was a better way to say it. Like, because the days aren't getting longer. It's just remaining daylight longer. Still 24 hours in a day. Imagine if we got an extra hour, like literally got an extra hour during the day. What would you do with it? Would you sleep? If we could have 25 hours, 7 days a week, instead of 24 hours, 7 days a week, what would you do with your extra hour a day? The extra hour that you have in a day, what would you do? Would you work that hour? Would you sleep? Would you take it to spend more time with family? Would you do something recreational? Would you exercise? What would you do? Would you just relax and unwind? Focus on your mental health, your physical health, your emotional well-being? What would you do if we were allowed to have 25 hours in a day instead of 24? Of course, I know the first thing that most people are going to do is complain that it's not 26. The first thing that most people will do is complain that it's not 26. Because we as humans, we as Americans especially, you give a little, we want more. You give a little, we want more. We always want more. We complain and ask for more. And if we get more, guess what? We continue to complain and ask for even more. Not all of us, but many of us. Many of us, not all, but many. I'm just happy that at some point in the day I can come on here and cool down after I exercise and connect with you all on here and encourage you hopefully to walk. And don't be discouraged. If you don't have a partner, don't be discouraged at all. You just have to learn to roll with the punches because it's all about you. It's all about you. People will say they'll do it with you, and when it comes time to do it, they can't. Sometimes the reasons are legitimate, sometimes they're excuses. So we have to learn to accept people's excuses as their reasoning or as their reasons for not doing things sometimes, And that's in life in general. A lot of times, people have so many excuses for doing things they shouldn't do and not doing things they should do. They make up so many excuses. To them, they're reasons. And quite honestly, a lot of times they are legit reasons. But a lot of times, they're excuses. Depends on the person. Depends on who it is. Hey, Joshua. How are you, Joshua? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope everything's going good with you, Joshua. I'm nosy, Joshua. I walked by something and I was just like, no, that's not what I think it is. So I went back just then to make sure. I'm nosy. I'm nosy. You're good so far? That's good. What have you been up to today? What have you been up to today? Hi, Joan. I think that's Johan. Is that how you say it? Or John? Johan? Are you a copy of Michael, Johan? Are you? Tell us. Tell us. We know what you are. You had beef stew with rice and carrots for dinner. That sounds good, Joshua. Is it still cold? Is it cold, Joshua? That sounds good, especially if it's cold. If it's still cold outside. Beef stew sounds really good. Really, really, really good. Who made that? Did you make it, Joshua, or did your mom? Very cold in New York. Do you prefer the cold, Joshua, or are you ready for spring? Are you ready for spring, or do you prefer cold weather? I like both. I'm walking, just walking. I just got done exercising, so I'm out here cooling down, cooling off and cooling down, doing my cool down, Johan. I want to say your name right. I don't know if that's correct or not. You got a lot of questions, so answer that question. Is your name, am I saying your name correctly? Is it Johan or Johan? Hey, Sonya. Sonya says, hey, Chad. Is that how to pronounce your name? You got one more question and you're out of here. Y'all see he's asking me all these questions. These trolls really do think they bother you. And sometimes they do bother you, but I'm not bothered. You're just another view. I appreciate it. In fact, how about going back out there, giving me a thumbs up, because you've asked me 21 questions already, and then coming back in and seeing if you can get another question out. Thank you, Sonya. Yes, thumbs up the live, please. He keep on too many questions. I know, right, Joshua? Sometimes I let them stay, just, to help you out, to help out with the view. When you tell them that they're helping with the view, they tend to leave. When you tell them that they're helping you with the view, then they leave. But if they feel like they're bothering you, they definitely stay. Joshua says it gets him irritated, on you. I know, Joshua, it irritates me too. But sometimes you have to try and find like the good side to something. So a lot of people have been complaining about the updates and stuff. But I've been trying to find the good side to the updates and kind of harping on those, even though the negative sides do get irritating. Just like trolls, they get irritating. Joshua says, I don't like people who ask silly questions. Right. Joshua, they're just doing that, I guess. I don't know. For one reason, they're just trolling. Just plain and simple, they're trolling. Reason two, they're trying to get your attention and get you off of your topic, or they're trying to, remove your focus. So you just have to laugh at them. And sometimes I talk to him. You see he left. He left. When I said he was helping me with a view, he left. Because you know how people are. People would rather, not all people, but people would rather hurt people than help them. They would rather hurt. Some people, a lot of people, would rather hurt you than help you. So as soon as I told him he was giving me a view, he left. Hey, cool gamer. How are you, cool gamer? So as soon as I told him that, he died. He got out of Dodge. Unless I don't know. Sonya might have taken care of him. I don't know. Sonya, are you still in here? Did you take care of Johan? I guess that's how he pronounces his name. Crispy, crispy toenails. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? Crispy toenails. What a name. He came back, Joshua. He came back. See, I told you, if they feel like they're helping you, they leave. If they're hurting you or irritating you, they come back. They stay. Who is that laughing? That's probably Johan laughing. That one definitely has to go. He definitely has to go. And I'm sorry, Johan, the original you has to go as well. Y'all, they are so funny. The trolls are hilarious. I just appreciate the view until it gets annoying. Like Joshua said, it can become very annoying. Very annoying. So once it becomes annoying, once you become annoying, you gotta go. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the HE double hockey sticks out of here. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, go. So Joshua, that sounds good. Joshua, if you're still here, you had beef stew. You know, I don't eat that much beef. I'm surprised I've eaten beef twice already this year. I usually eat beef, I'll say within a 3-month span, maybe 3 times. And I eat pork maybe 2 or 3 times a year. So I have to really be craving something different to eat pork. I really don't eat it. And usually it's going to be the little thin breakfast chops. I'll eat those. I'll make the dinner with those instead of breakfast. I can do them for breakfast or dinner. But I want to make sure that they're the thin ones, thin cut, bone in. I'll eat those. And that's probably, I'd say 3 times a year. Some years it's been like twice or not at all. There's been times I haven't eaten pork at all. But lately, like 2 to 3 times a year. And beef about once every month, about once a month. Marissa, what did your mom teach you about the cotton plants? How much cotton did she pick? I'm sure she was out there slinging cotton barrels and rolling their bales of cotton. How much did she pick? Did she tell you? How much do you pick before you go to school? Keep watching, Marissa. Please keep watching, even though you can't chat, just keep watching. I appreciate the watch, the view, the unintended support. Thank you so much. It's so nice out here. It's so nice. It was so nice today, y'all. It was nice enough to wear shorts. Nice enough to wear shorts. Really right now. It's cool out here now. But it's been nice enough to wear shorts for a couple of days. And it's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow. So yeah, I won't have to throw on long pants. I might, I might just to do so, but won't necessarily have to. Won't necessarily have to. Tell your mother. Did you tell your mother? Did your mother tell you that's what she was doing today? I'm sure she did. YouTube, y'all get y'all get us for putting too many emojis in the chat. Y'all will spam us and say we're spamming all kinds of things. So when these trolls come in, I hope that you're counting the views from the trolls because they did create a channel and they are on here. So I hope that you're letting those count. They should count as well because if not, you lose. It's like it's a waste of time. Hello. If you don't, it's a waste of time. So let the views from the trolls count, YouTube, because we have to deal with them. We have to deal with them. So let those views count. If you guys come across this video on the live replay, leave in the comment section what your first job was. I think I talked about that before. What was your first job? And did you like it? Was it an easy job? Was it mediocre? Or was it hard? Was it hard? Let me know what your first job was and if you do it again. And tell me if you're on your first job. Tell me if you're on your first job. Some of you guys are right now on your very first job. And some of you are on your third, fourth, fifth job. Some of you are about to retire. So let me know what your first job was, if you liked it, and if you're no longer employed in whatever that was, would you do it again? Would you do it again? And I want to know that about school as well. Would you do school again? Of course, not grade school, but like college or trade school. Would you do it again? How many of you have gone to and received several different trades or gone to college and received your bachelor's or master's or your PhD? How many of you have done that? And how many of you who have, how many of you would do it again? How many of you would do it again? It's a lot of work. It's hard for some, not so much for others. But believe it or not, like when you're in school, you're so ready to be done. Unless it's like your first 4 years of college. The first 4 years of college, most people are like, hip, hip, hooray. They're so glad to be away from home if they, went out of state or just moved away. May not be out of state, but just moved a little bit to go to college. And the fun outweighs the headache of the schoolwork. The fun of being out, being able to be an adult, though a young adult. That fun outweighs the schoolwork. So, how many of you would do college all over again? Or trade school all over again? Whether it's, that you would just do the same thing, get the same degree, or you would, or if it's that you would do something different. If you would do something different. Oh, your mom's first job was eating and sucking on eggplants? Wow. Thanks for the view, Marissa. Thanks for the view. I appreciate it. And thanks for the weirdo comments. They all count. It all counts. And you're going to make so many channels till in a few minutes, YouTube is not going to let you. You're going to make so many channels until in a few minutes, YouTube is not going to let you. You're going to make too many within a short time span, or you're going to have to go create a new email and come back. By then, we may be done. If not, we'll accept that view and we'll hide you again. That's what we'll do, Marissa. Marissa, that name. You make all other Marissas look weird. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're just weird. So we're almost done, y'all. We're almost done, but just keep walking, keep walking. If you're not walking, keep looking, keep watching, keep walking, talking, keep walking, keep talking, keep looking, keep watching. Keep walking, keep talking, keep looking, keep watching. Make sure you keep doing that. Because somebody will be inspired to move. Move, 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 move. Lubricate your joints. The more you move, the more you lubricate your joints. The more that synovial fluid gets to moving around. That's what happens. That's what happens. And I tell y'all that all the time. When it's a lot of y'all in here, I tell you. And when it's a few of you guys in here, I tell you. The more you move, the better for you mentally, even emotionally, and physically. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nicole's perspective. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Sonya said I had a phone. Sonya, yeah, girl, the trolls be coming in here. But you know, is that YouTube doing that long form streaming? So it's kind of helpful in a way. If it wasn't helping in some way, I'd be more frustrated. Like Joshua was getting irritated. Like, he was getting irritated. Joshua was like, there's no reason for the trolls. And I said, Joshua, look at it like this. With everything positive that happens on social media, you usually have to deal with something crazy. So when you do YouTube, you actually use the app to go live in long form. It gets you out to more people. And just, not just the United States. It takes you, I love the people who come here from Indonesia, India, Africa, China. I love those people when they come in. Sometimes I don't know what they're saying, but they will come in. And then they will hit your Cash App. Sometimes you're wondering, like, who is this from? And you have to think about it, and it has to be somebody from YouTube. So, so along with the good comes the trolls. Along with the good comes the trolls. So they're kind of helping us a little bit. So you got to appreciate it. But yes, it can get annoying. How you doing, Nicole? How you doing? I hope your day is going good, Nicole. I really, 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 really do. I truly do. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Sonya, Joshua, Cool Gamer, all you guys that came through here. Yep, Nicole, that's what people always wonder. How this and how that. You have to put yourself in other environments. You have to not think area or sector or location. You have to broaden those thoughts. You have to broaden those thoughts, and you have to, venture out into other places, into places that you probably typically wouldn't, and that's the good thing about this World Wide Web. You can make connections with anybody, anywhere, anytime. Most of the people who come through here on these lives are not from the United States. Some of them are, but a lot of them aren't. And the ones that come through when the live is over during the replay, they're from everywhere. And they leave nice little messages and stuff sometimes. And sometimes it's the shorts. You know, people love shorts. A lot of times their patience is short. So they love, a visual short. Hey, Six Balls is back. Hey, 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 girl. Hey, Six Balls. Hey, Sonya. Hey, Nicole. See, this is my kind of chat. I wish Jill and Leon were in here. I love this kind of chat. Just nice and cozy, like family oriented. I hope you guys have, had a good start to your week. If you haven't, guess what? You got to claim that it'll get better. You got to claim that it'll get better. Claim it. Claim it. And if you still don't feel like it's happening, go make it better. Find a way to make it better. Treat yourself, relax, unwind, relax, release, resolve, refocus, and restart. Sometimes you have to do that, especially restarting. Sometimes you have to do that. Six Ball says, I'm about to drive to the gas station. You could have walked to the store. I know, right, Six Balls? I know. Look at Big Kane. I see you, Big Kane. Hey, bro. Hey, Big Kane with the big eyes. Nicole says, yes, almost half of my subs come from short. Yeah, yep. And they'll come from everywhere. They'll come from, like I said earlier, India, Indonesia, China, Africa, Russia. They come from everywhere. And as long as they aren't bothering me or cutting up, I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Big Kane says, ladies. Nicole says, hey. So y'all come on in here, sit down, get your mental in check. Get your mental in check. Get your emotions in order. Get your emotions in order. Take a break from some of the stress of the day, whether it be at work, at home, on these apps. Go into a boring chat. Like, I love to claim that my chat is boring. Go into a boring chat so that you can kind of unwind and relax. Sis Bo says, yep. So you can kind of unwind and relax. Yeah, here's my friend. He's back. Look. He's back. Yeah, I love it. I love it when he runs across the grass. I love it when he runs across the grass. I'm telling you, he's small with a big bark now. He's got a big bark. Nicole says, did you hear about the pit bulls who attacked a man? No, Nicole. When? To like within the past couple of days? I didn't hear about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They ate. Oh gosh. Who did they belong to? Were the owners present? Like, what happened? Do y'all remember? Please tell me what happened, Nicole, because that's like, oh my gosh, that's so sad. But I am curious to know, like, how did it happen? Who owned them? Where are the owners? Are they being held accountable? Or are they acting like nobody knows who owns them? Yesterday, they didn't find him until the next day. Oh my gosh. Were they his? Did his own, oh my gosh, did his own pit bulls turn on him? Six Balls, you going to the gas station? Girl, I need you to pick me some items up. Y'all, the gas station is the best place to go sometimes. Better than Walmart, better than Target. Sometimes the best thing to do is just jump in your car and run to the gas station. I'll share it on my community wall. Oh my gosh, okay. And we were just talking about that like maybe a week ago when we were talking about how people will tell you, oh, he doesn't bite, she doesn't bite. And he or she has a mouth. It's a dog. They bite. They may not bite you, but I had just said that dogs will turn on anybody, especially little kids, because they see kids as threats. They see them as a challenge. You look at the height of a dog, especially in a dog that's known to be aggressive. When sometimes you can raise them around your babies and the toddlers and everything's okay, but it's always best to get a mild-mannered dog, because people always say it's not the dog, it's the owner. And I'm not going for that. Aggressive dogs can become aggressive with their owners. And I had just said last week, sometimes dogs turn on their owners. Sometimes they turn on their owners. And that just happened. That's sad. I hate that. But yeah, I had just said dogs will turn on their owners. So when people have their dogs out and they say, oh, he's a sweetheart, she's a sweetheart, they won't bite. I'm like, did you see those canines in his mouth? That's what they do. They bite. Nicole says, hello, Joshua. Hey, Big Kane. Nicole speaking to you guys. Y'all speaking to Nicole. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And y'all, if you come over here and you're polite and you're pleasant, I just love that. And let me just say this, because sometimes people catch the replay. If there's ever a time that you want to just say hello and keep moving. I know that sometimes people don't like to comment in the chats. Just say hello and keep it moving. I totally understand. Because that's what I do now. Most of the times, I just say hello. I say hello and keep it moving. If I mod, I do mod duties, asking people to please be respectful. Respect the host, respect the channel holder and their guests and the chat. But I do understand, lately I've been hearing a lot of people say they don't like to come into the chats. So just say hello. Just say hello. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. It's still support anyway. Nicole said, yes, that's the first thing they say. He won't bite. And second thing is don't run. Too late. Exactly. Too late. I mean, that's just your natural instinct is to run. It's danger. You don't stand there and wait for it. You see it coming at you, you run. I was always taught because when we were little, we walked to school. The school wasn't that far, but it was a couple of blocks. So sometimes, and we lived in city limits, and I don't know about where you guys live, but most places, I've lived up north and in the south, and most places, if you're in the city limits, you're supposed to have your dog on a leash. A leash. And if not, you can call animal control. Well, sometimes you have people who are stubborn and they want to do what they want to do. And then when you call animal control, they get ticked off. Well, it ticks me off that you won't put your dog on a leash, because I don't know that he won't bite. Anything with a mouth can bite. Humans bite. Humans bite. Joshua says, or say hi or bye. That's all. Yep, that's it, Joshua. That's it. Nicole says, Jubal, come get this mutt. I know that's right. Yeah, come get him. And you know what? I don't care if he's like a mutt, some kind of big thoroughbred breed and all this kind of stuff. They will bite you. Especially like if they're hungry or if they've been, some of them have been mistreated. Now, a lot of times pets who have been mistreated tend to cower down. But just as humans do, they all have a breaking point. Every living being or living thing has a breaking point. So you don't want to be around when that dog has his breaking point. You do not want to be around. Joshua says, come right now. You do not want to be around when that dog has his breaking point and his owner is sitting there saying, oh, he doesn't bite, or you shouldn't have run. That ticks me off too. When something happens, the first thing they said was, well, that person ran. What were they supposed to do? Like, what were they supposed to do? Were they supposed to just stand there? Were they supposed to be Hulk and just go head on full force with the dog? Like, what were they supposed to do? And the first thing the most aggressive dogs do is go for the throat. They go for the throat. So no, nobody got time for you to be telling them that your dog doesn't bite. Your dog has a mouth. He will bite. Will he bite every time? No. But that's just the thing. We don't know when he will. And some people, they say it's the owner. Well, okay, some owners do things like spank their pets and, all kinds of stuff. You never know when that pet may be pushed to his limit. And so I've never been one to leave babies and toddlers around pets, because there was an incident years ago where a dog SA'd a child, a baby, because the owners, again, thinking, oh, he won't do this or he won't do that, so he was a male dog and apparently he was in heat. So when I heard about that story, that was devastating. Nicole, especially mosquitoes. Nicole says right because yeah, it'll be some breaking news. I know that's right. I know, right, Nicole? It'll definitely be some breaking news. So these and the thing about it that makes me so mad is that I know that people love their pets. I've had dogs before. I love them. I have some dogs now. Someone else takes care of them, but but I love them. But I would never, ever, you know, try to make excuses for what they do. And I know as an owner, they've been trained to do certain things, but I always, 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 always take precaution when other people come around that they don't know. People have to realize that, yeah, maybe he won't bite you or he hasn't bitten you and your family, but when people come around they don't know, I don't care how nice a dog you have. You have to take precautions and you have to put them up and don't be offended. Don't be offended when someone asks you to. And that is so sad. See, his own dogs turned on him. I remember my mom was feeding our dogs once. And and now if you're feeding a dog, of course, if you start messing with his food or whatever, yeah, he growls. And he'll even snap at you if you don't stop. If you don't stop in a timely manner. But this dog was just like, it was a female dog, and she was really protective, y'all. She was real protective, but she did not play with her food. When it came to her food, she did not play. Nicole says, oh no, shaking my head. Sonia says, I have to keep moving. Nicole says, most elders here in the South don't allow dogs inside. Right. That's a no-no. Not inside at all, let alone in your kitchen. Nicole, I don't know. And this is and that is a big no-no in the South. But it's like more and more, I don't know what it is. Even some people in the South, they let the cats and dogs in their kitchen, running around, jumping all over the sofa. That's a no. That's a no. And I know that there are some dog lovers out there, and to each his own, if you have them declawed and all this kind of stuff. But no, I don't care if they're trained. It's just a no, because I feel like even if they're house dogs, they have to get outside sometimes. You got to let them roam a little bit. You don't know what they're bringing in the house. You don't know what they're bringing in the house. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, him or her. No, no, no. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, him or her. No, no, no. I believe that there can be house pets. I do believe in house dogs, but definitely not in my kitchen and not in my bathroom. I bathe dogs outside. Even the house dog, I bathe them outside. I have a tub, a place for them outside, and that's where they bathe. I bathe them outside, even in the wintertime. In the winter, they don't get a bath every day because they're a house dog. But when it's time to bathe them, I bathe them outside. Outside. Yep. Grandma and them don't play that. And grandma rubbed off on me. Grandma rubbed off on mama. In fact, great-great-grandma rubbed off great-grandma off grandma on mama to me. We don't play that. Now, again, my mom did come around to, okay, you can bring them in the house, but not nowhere near the kitchen and nowhere near the bathroom. And I know some people use their bathtub to bathe their, pets, but we ain't playing that. Homie, don't play that. Nicole says, I used to be a pit bull foster parent in Texas. It's so many pit bulls and shelters there. Really? You know what, Nicole, I wonder, sometimes people get these pit bulls, they get them and breed them, end up having all these puppies, and sometimes can't always get rid of them. Then can't sell them like they think they're going to be able to sell them. They can probably only sell a couple of them. And then you got all these pit bulls running around here, and a lot of times they get abandoned. They get abandoned. But you can't tell them nothing because people just want to do what they want to do. People just want to do what they want to do, whether it makes common sense or not. They just want to do what they want to do. So Nicole, when you had them, when you had yours, did you have like a choice to? Well, I know you had a choice, but did you choose to take on the younger ones as opposed to the older ones? And did it really even matter? Because I'm thinking the younger they are, maybe the easier they are to foster parent. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But that's what I would think, especially if, you know, you didn't breed them, or if you didn't raise them from a baby yourself and you were a foster parent to them. Are they easier to deal with when they're younger, or were the older ones easier to deal with? Like, were the older ones, I would think, I don't know what I would think. I know sometimes older dogs are less aggressive, but it still depends on the breed. Some older dogs are more aggressive, kind of like people. You know how sometimes as people get older, they're nicer. Like we often say, my mama wouldn't let me do half the stuff she lets my kids do. And then you have some people who get a little ornery, like they're so set in their ways, they get even gruffer. You know, they get a little bit meaner, actually, instead of nicer. So, did you find that it was easier to deal with the younger ones or the older ones? The younger ones are easier, but the older ones are loyal. Okay, right. You see their appreciation. I got you. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing all around, man. It truly is. It's a good thing all around because you're giving the younger one is easier, but at the same time, if you keep them long enough, you can train them to be the way you want them to be. And the older one, that loyalty does matter, because loyalty is everything. Loyalty means a lot, you know. And that's the one thing. That's the one reason why I do understand that some people will choose. They will choose to deal with their pets over dealing with people, because loyalty is everything. Loyalty should be everything to everybody. Now, do we owe loyalty to everyone? No. But to those who are around us and who we love, we have, feelings are on different levels, but there are some people you expect to be loyal who turn out not to be so loyal. And the one thing about most animals, that loyalty will not go away. That loyalty will not go away. Sonya says, I hear him barking. I know, right, Sonya? He's a little bitty thing. Well, y'all saw him. He's so little. And he's barking like, oh my God. He's all the way on the other side, and you can hear him. And that's the same one. That's the same one. That is the same one. Y'all, I'm going to get off of here in a little while. I guess I'll make one more lap, and then I'll get off. I might do my relaxation video later. I might give that a break. I did too. Y'all, they sound so nice. I love the sound of rain. Y'all know I love the sound of rain. But my favorite sound is the sound of the ocean. The waves crashing against the ocean. It's so relaxing. So relaxing. You know, like I was saying earlier, get somewhere, relax. First of all, unwind. Loosen that tie. Women, sling that sister girl around the outfit that we carry around every day on the upper part. Take her off and sling her on the floor. Men, loosen those ties. Everybody, kick off your shoes. Be they dress shoes, be they heels, be they tennis shoes. Kick them off. Kick them off. Get in a nice spot, in a good chair, good nice chair, and recline. Or on the bed, in the bed. A lot of times we ladies like to get in the bed. Think about what happened today. Think about everything that happened today. The good, the bad, the not so good, the not so bad. Take some deep breaths in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Do that 2 to 4 times, however many times you need to do it, to find some degree of relaxation. And then just think. Think about the things that happened today and think about ways to make them better if they weren't so good. And think about the good things that happened and think about ways of improving and making them even better. Make them even better. I have one. Yeah, I got a couple that are kind of close to me. I haven't, and to tell the truth, I haven't even like been inside. I hear everybody talk about Buc-ee's, and they love it. It's world famous for something. I can't remember right now, but I think Buc-ee's is world famous for something. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate you. Okay, we just made it in. My 17-year-old is driving now, so I love being a passenger. Okay, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, Nicole. Enjoy it. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good night. All of you guys. And please remember to put that article on your community wall, Nicole, so I can look it up. I'll check your community wall. But just in case, I know how it is, girl. You get in the house, you get busy, you get to moving around. So if I don't see it on your wall, I'll just Google it and check that out and see what happened. Biggest truck stop in the world, and the banana nut bread is fire. For real? See, that's why to be honest, I've been like outside of one. And I didn't go in because we were traveling at the time. And I was just like, y'all go get whatever. Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, they stayed in there for a long time, y'all. They stayed in there for a long time. I was like, I'm about to take a nap. So they came out with all kinds of stuff. And it's like, so banana nut bread. Okay, check out Buc-ee's banana nut bread. And I want to say it's some type of sandwich. Aren't they famous for some type of sandwich or something like that? Is it roast beef or brisket? Well, I mean, it's something else that they're famous for, and I cannot think of it. If I hadn't been trying to think of it, if I had not have been trying to think of it, I would. I could probably just say it. But yes, I want to go to Buc-ee's. I want to go and get out and actually go inside and see what they have up in there. See what they have to offer. I'm sure it's going to be nice. I know it's going to be nice because y'all, I have never heard anything bad said about Buc-ee's. Sonia says, okay, we don't have one here. Thanks, Nicole's perspective. I heard about their sandwiches. Yeah, Sonia, it's a sandwich, and I don't know. It's a particular one, and they all might be good to tell you the truth. But I know it's either, I don't know if it's brisket or some type of beef. I don't know. There are some they say that they have good sandwiches. One in particular, and I can't think of which one it is. But the next time I'm near the ones that are close to me, I'm going to go in and I'm going to see. So Sonia, it's the sliced brisket. Okay. I thought that's what it was. I wasn't sure if it was brisket or there's another, if it was brisket or like sausage, some type of sausage or something like that, like a hot dog or something. So that's what it is, the sliced brisket. Okay. Sonia, how far is the nearest one? How far away from you is the nearest one? You and your daughter should make that a girl's trip. A girl's trip to Buc-ee's. A girl's trip to Buc-ee's. I'm gonna try it. And I know I'll remember to stop because I haven't been, and I've been wanting to go in, and people have asked me about it, and people have told me about it. So I do want to experience. I want to have the experience of going inside of a Buc-ee's and going crazy, just going crazy. I want to have the experience of going. I want to take $100 inside of a Buc-ee's. I might need to take two. With the way prices are now, I might need to take two. Oh, you don't have one in your area at all? Okay. What? Do you don't, well, you're working now though. I was about to say, do you still go And do you still does your husband still drive trucks? Because I was about to say, if you guys are still, if he's still a truck driver, I'm sure you'll come across one. But I forgot you went back to work, so yeah, that'll make it a little bit harder. But if you go out on the road again, I'm sure you guys will come across one. Nicole says Sonya, they're starting to build more in different states. Mississippi has its first Buc-ee's being built on the coast. Okay, really? So I bet you Texas has a lot of them. Does Texas have quite a few of them, Nicole? I could picture that. I could picture Texas having a lot of them. He still drives trucks. Yeah, when I said that, I forgot that you went back to work, so you probably don't go as often. Well, you probably can't go like you used to. So I forgot about that. Well, Sonya, you're gonna have to tell him to pick you up some things, pick you up some items. And when it comes to the fresh food, you're gonna have to take a trip. You're gonna have to take a trip. Joshua says, yeah, Texas has a lot. Texas has a lot of Buc-ee's. Sonya says, okay, Nicole's on the West Coast. Yes, ma'am, Texas has a lot. Okay, okay. I didn't know. I figured I could see that. I could see that. Oh, see, I didn't even know. It's just something about Texas and trucks and truck stops. I would think that. Like, Nicole says that Texas is the original location. Okay, okay. So yes, I bet you they do. I bet you they're kind of like you can only go you go every so many miles and then you'll have a Buc-ee's. And they're big. They're huge. They're huge. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't know Texas was the original location. But again, that does sound like a place that it would originate from. I was thinking if someone had asked me before you guys told me, I probably would have said Texas, Tennessee, or maybe even California. I probably would have said those three places. Yeah, I definitely would have said Texas, Tennessee, or California. And I don't know why I would say Tennessee. Lately I've been seeing that a lot of places originated in Tennessee. A lot of places originated in Tennessee. So that's probably why I would have said that. Yeah, I've been on here an hour. I was trying to stay on here an hour. It's like, I mean, if you stay on here 53 minutes, why not just stay on here an hour, right? All the trolls left. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, when you want people around, they don't come around. Like all the trolls left, y'all. They were in here like, ooh, white on rice. They were in here. They came in on sugar and went to real quick. One of them asked me, was I going to pick some cotton? Girl, I told her the eggplant, her mom had the eggplant in her mouth. YouTube, don't be mad at me because y'all be real finicky, YouTube. Y'all let all kind of stuff go on here. The video the live is not made for children. But if you say the word eggplant, you might get into some. No, Buc-ee's are all over the place, Joshua. They're not just in Texas. Mississippi is about to get one. You see, Nicole says that Mississippi is about to get their first one. They're in Georgia. They're in Tennessee. They're in quite a few southern states, I know. I don't know how many other states, but they are. I know they're in Tennessee, they're in Georgia, they're in Texas. So no, it's just not in Texas, but Texas is the originator. Texas is the originator. Nicole says, that's my travel channel coming soon. Food for Food Network. I know, right? Nicole, you always come up with these catchy phrases. Go ahead and get that going. Get that going. Nicole says, food for food. That's a good one. That's a good one. You always come up with these catchy phrases. Put them to work, Nicole. Put them to work. Make that your segment. Make your whole channel on that. Food for food. Food for food. I said food for food. Food for food. See, it just rolls off, but now I can't say it right. But you guys know it's come to that time to wish you all peace, positivity, and prosperity. Without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity brew and stir around, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential if you remain in that chaos and negativity. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's okay sometimes. You know, we all like different things. Some of us like comedy. Some of us like drama. Some of us like dramedy. Some of us like a little mess. But there are things called lines. Lines. And people have to be aware of what lines not to cross. And some people just don't care. Some people just don't care. They cross them all the time. And they expect for you to sit there and just let them cross those lines and everything's a-okay. So if you find yourself in a stressful place like that, whether it's on an app, whether it's at work, whether it's at church, whether it's in your home, remove yourself from that stressful environment, because 9 times out of 10, you're already dealing with enough stress anyway. Okay? So don't let stressed people stress you more. And don't leave any place with more stress than you went into that place with, whether it's virtual or brick and mortar. And don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let bothered people bother you. Your greatest support is support of yourself. Okay? Your greatest support is the support you provide yourself. I promise you that's the truth. Other than the people who truly love, truly know you, the greatest support, the realest support, is the support that you will provide for yourself, to yourself. So always remember that. Always, always, always. And if you come across this live replay, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't feel like subscribing the first time, come back again. Come back again, and hopefully you'll subscribe then. But even if you just come back and say hello, thanks for that support. Thanks for that support. If you do decide to subscribe, remember to hold my doorbell down. Hold it down until we answer. When we come live again, we'll answer. That's known as that YouTube notification bell. That's what that is. It's the YouTube notification bell. That's what my doorbell is. We might not answer real quick now, because see, the way we do in our house, we got to duck up near the cabinet. We got to look around the corner, especially if you weren't invited. But see, I invited y'all. But I'm still going to look, I'm still going to have, my ears up. I'm going to look. And then we'll answer when we go live, okay? We'll answer when we go live. Self-love. Come on, Nicole. That's right. Self-love. Self is a big word on this channel. Self, self, self. I told them the other day, you threw out a good one. Self-control. Self-control. You threw out a good one. So self-love is crucial. It's important. Self-love, self-care, self-respect. Okay? Self-esteem. Even selfishness can be positive. Okay? It's okay to be selfish sometimes. Self-love. Love yourself. Love on yourself. Joshua says stay positive. Yes. Self-esteem. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All of those words. Self is a very important 4-letter word. Just like the word love is a very important 4-letter word. It is. So you guys do that. Treat yourselves. Always remember to treat yourself and to take care of yourself, so that you will be able to take care of those that you love. So that you will be able to take care of those that you love the way that you would like to. And on that note, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. And I hope that you can make it. If you can't, say hello in the chat. Say hello in the comment section. All right. Bye, y'all.